So my name is Prashant. I come from Chiram district. I did my graduation in mathematics. I have interest in cycling, and I, as an occasional hobby, collect fruit trees.
Chiram district কোনটো year form হৈছিলে?
It was formed after the formation of the BTC. It was carved out of the erstwhile Bangalore district.
In the year?
I think it was in 2004 after the formation. Either 2003 or 2004. I don't know the exact date.
You don't know the exact date, but it could be either in 2003 or 2004. Are you comfortable in answering the questions in SMS?
So I can talk informally, but not formal lessons. I know lessons, but not that formal.
But then how will you communicate with people if you post it in like
Sir, I can communicate, but like for expressing myself in like in questions, I find it difficult.
Okay.
A bit difficulty, but.
So whatever you have spoken right now, just tell me about yourself in aspects.
Sarma Hon'ble Panelists, Chiram, মই মানে cycling কৰি ভাল পাওঁ আৰু মই occasionally মানে fruit trees collect কৰোঁ.
Okay. What is that?
Technical words like no.
Technical words for English কৈ দিবা.
Fruit trees collect কৰা মানে কি? Supra collect কৰা.
So like there's like banana. This is heavily monoculture. Only in the market you find 𝐏𝐫𝐚𝐬𝐴, Malvo. Other banana species like 𝐉𝐴𝐲𝐚𝐫𝐚, and then there's 𝐀𝐏𝐄, the Munwa. These are losing significance, and I think if we don't conserve them, they might become extinct.
So you are focused on indigenous native
Yeah.
species.
I occasionally do collect exotic species. Like I have avocado, and then rambutan, mangosteen, and then some jujubes like bolsundari.
So do you have a nursery of some sort?
No, sir. I buy online.
You buy online?
Yes.
Achha.
And in the local market, I find some invasive species. Like I don't think those are allowed to be imported. Like I found this strawberry guava. It's a very invasive species in Hawaii. It's sold locally, but I don't know how it's imported.
So, Prashant,
Yes, sir.
why is our in Assam? Why is our horticulture industry so backward, so to speak? Why are we not like, for example, what you said, 𝐏𝐴, for example?
Yes.
Why is 𝐏𝐴 or jackfruit, for example,
Yes, sir.
is not marketed as it should have been?
So the problem is for 𝐏𝐴, there is no market. People don't prefer eating corn with seeds, and for jackfruit, it's I think the market is there, but it's not marketed properly. And we have leaning towards imported fruits like apples and grapes, and people consume less of the local fruits. And like you have Burmese grapes, leteku, that's also not marketed properly. And I don't think people plant those trees in their homes. I don't think it should be promoted by the government.
So you become an SCS officer.
Yes, sir.
So you were told to look after this department, horticulture department.
Yes, sir.
What is the first thing you're going to do then?
Sir, I think we need to promote organic plantation of fruit orchards so that we become a fruit hub of the Northeast. Because I think we have a lot of potential, like for mandarins, like oranges, and then for Burmese grapes, even for fruits like star fruit. There's a lot of potential. We can export those because in Delhi, like star fruit is an exotic fruit. 𝐏𝐫𝐚𝐬𝐴, it was an exotic fruit that day.
Are we only lacking behind in marketing? Is there something else?
There's a lack of focus. So we don't plant those, and then
Are we only lacking on focus on marketing? Nothing else?
so there's market access, and then there's cold storage. We need and then we need processing for fruits.
Okay.
Like in Kerala, jackfruit is processed as chips, and we can try those, but in our place, it's not processed.
Okay.
Sir,
Why do you think there is economic backwardness among the tribal people?
sir, I think that there's a mentality problem. Like in my community, they plant crops only for two seasons like Kharif and Rabi. And then even in Rabi season, they plant occasionally like mustard. Main crop is the rice. And then after that, the fields are vacant. Even in my ancestral home, my uncles, they only plant rice. And then other months, the field is vacant.
You were talking about from the agricultural part,
Yeah.
but I think tribal people who are businesses as well, they have.
Yes, sir. Like they like access to capital, and then they don't have the head start like the other communities have. Like if you're doing business for generations, you have that head start. I don't think tribal people have that head start, and then they lack connections. Like those who are doing business here, they know well like how to bring things like they have connections in Calcutta and then big cities, how to import products from those areas. But our people are not aware where to get those things.
Central government is doing a lot of funding in terms of Bodoland, in terms of Dima, in terms of 𝐷𝐵𝐤𝐻 and all. They have given a Bodoland kind of university over there,
Yes, sir.
Indian college over there,
Yes, sir.
technical knowledge has been imparted.
Yes, sir.
Still, they are not able to pick up the pace with the rest of.
Sir,
Prasant, before you answer, I just have a small request. Can you speak a little slow? I want to see how you speak. Okay? I want to just see in the middle of the interview so that I know what to tell you at the end of it. I want to speak you slowly to the same question, and I want to see how you.
sir, I normally speak fast.
It's okay. In fact, if you speak fast, then speaking slowly should be easier for you. Is it not?
Sir, we do have technical colleges, but they have limited seats to offer, and they are open to all, not just limited to population from the BTAD area. Other people who can take admission there, and then they let the access like good quality reading materials. They enable them to get into those colleges.
Can you throw some light on the starting of the Bodo movement in Assam?
Sir, it started somewhere in the 1968.
1968. Are you sure it is
No,
not
no,
pre-independent?
No, 68. After independence. It had to do with the language, how people wanted to write in Roman script, and then the government wanted that it should be either Assam or Bengali script, and then the move started from there.
Any particular leader who took up the revolution?
If I have to name some, I will be Udayan Brahma, and then there's the previous MP of the constituency, Sarma, and then
Earlier to them, 𝐷𝐵𝐻𝐿 Brahma.
𝐷𝐵𝐻𝐿, he was a reformist actually.
He was a reformist.
Yeah, and not related to the border movement.
Not related to the Bodo movement. He was known as the father of the Bodo movement.
But he was a social reformer. He when he brought together the Bodo society, he was disintegrating at that period. But as such, he did not have direct contribution.
So, how would you describe 𝐶𝐏𝐻𝐻's geography?
So in the northern side, it's mainly the tribal. It's heavily forested, and then there's some areas are deforested at present, and then some areas it's a flat plain, no doubt. And the northern parts which are nearer to plant, they lack water. Like people have to travel for a few kilometers to bring water. I think with 𝐊𝐶𝐤 mission, they will be able.
Any river which flows to 𝐶𝐏?
It will be Nadi, and then there is in my hometown there is a river called Udayan river, and then there's Champavati river.
So, what is the first thing you will do to bring 𝐶𝐏 to a more developed state? What is the
So,
first thing?
it needs a lot more educational institutions. Like in my subdivision, there's only one college, and then there's no commerce. So it needs a lot more educational institutions. I think 2 or 3 more colleges are required, because students can't get admission in that single college. Either they travel outside or they drop out.
Okay, and then, the interview is done. think your answers have substance. That is there is no denying the fact. But again, what I would say is try to speak slowly so that it becomes more lucid, and you get more time to think on it. And secondly,
I have been reprimanded many times for speaking fast, even in my school.
yes, so for 10 minutes of your life, try to speak slowly. Think each word before speaking. Your answers will be much more better in that way. Don't try to just skip through the answer, jump through the answer. It is not like not sort of a test. They have asked a question, somehow I should get an answer and pass the power, flag. So answer slowly. Think what the questioner has asked. This is okay. I think okay. If you speak slowly, if you speak clearly, I think your answers will be like 3-4 times better. So you want your answers to be better, is it not? So speak slowly.
Your hobby is also quite kind of unique. If you tell this hobby, they will definitely ask you about it.
I accept questions.
So this is a good chance to impress them. If you say your hobby is to collect fruits and if you've got good knowledge of all the exotic fruits over here, then there is a very good chance that you can direct the interview in that particular direction, and your whole 10 minutes can be engaged in this thing only, where you have got a command over the particular subject. So
and answer what is asked. If I ask what fruit plants do you collect, you do not have to answer that invasive species have come to. They might ask you on that, then you can add. So you answer, but you have good knowledge on it. And be confident. You are confident, I think.
Sir, we didn't know, sir. First time interview in my life. First interview.
First interview.
And I am the first graduate in my family.
Oh.
Good.
So a bit nervous.
So then I will say a few things more. So this being your first interview, I will tell you, interviewer is not looking for what you know. Interviewer is, yes, they are looking for what you know, of course, but then they are also looking for a lot of other things as well. How you are answering, how you are expressing, are you actually listening to what I am saying, for example. So be confident and be very clear what you want to say. You see, you may have something in your mind, but if you cannot express it to the other person, then that is unforgivable. Because you have so much knowledge, you have cleared this exam. So the biggest fault will be if you cannot express what you are saying. So speak clearly, be confident. Why you should be confident is because again I am saying to all other candidates, this is not an exam. You don't have to fill up the answer somehow. You don't have to give a wrong answer to give half marks, grace marks. You don't have to do that. You have to answer. Out of 10 questions, you probably need to answer not 3 questions maybe. The 7 answers, if you do not know, you do not know. But the 3 answers, you speak clearly.
Very confident.
No, people know all the answers to the questions, right? So be confident and be the first one in your family to clear this exam.
No, that's my family. It would be my another subdivision. There was long years, like 30 years, 25 years, someone cleared. After that, no one.
We really want to see you.
I'm sure you will clear it. Impress the interviewers.
We are very slow.
All the best.
All the best.